Hi, I'm Katie Stutz, and we're here with the Butler Buzz, your source for all things Butler County. I'm sitting here with Jen Dimmitt-Baldacci, and she is running the I'm a Star Pageant. Jen, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us and promoting our pageant and club.
We're so excited to learn about this. Can you tell us a little bit about your pageant and what you guys do for the special needs community?
Yes, we are in our 6th annual pageant coming up on February 2nd. And the Miss I'm a Star pageant is based out of Butler County, but we do accept participants from anywhere. We have participants this year driving in from the Penn State area. We have one of our participants driving in from Washington. So we have participants not only from the Butler County area and school districts, but we have them driving a pretty far distance this year to be a part of our pageant. And our pageant is based for special needs girls only, and it's for kindergartners through 12th graders. And so basically the age range is from 5-year-olds to 12-year-olds. And the girls participate. They get a total day of free princess pampering. We have hairstylists and makeup artists and people to come in from nail salons. So they get a whole day to feel and look like a princess. We also have had some amazing dress shops and community members donate dresses. So every participant in our pageant gets a free gown to wear. We have seamstress that sews them to make sure they fit just perfectly. So the girls get their full day to look and feel like a princess. We have judges come in. They do interviews with the girls. They get judged on their interviews. Then they also compete on stage. And on stage, they do an opening number. This year, our pageant theme is Snowflake Spectacular. So there might even be a surprise guest of Miss Elsa appearing in our pageant this year.
Fun.
Yes, the girls are going to be very excited to see Elsa and Olaf. And they compete in that opening number. They do a talent proportion. They do modeling and get to speak on stage. And they do get judged on all of it, which the judges, I would not want their job because I personally fall in love with every contestant, heart and soul, and it would be very hard to pick our winners.
For sure.
Yep.
I'm sure they're all special places in your heart.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
And where do you hold your event?
Our event is at First United Methodist Church, is very generous every year, and they let us use their Crossfire campus. So it's right here in Butler, right off of Mercer Road, the corner of Mercer Road and Route 8. And it will be at Crossfire Church at 6:30 p.m. on February 2nd.
Okay.
Yep.
And what is the cost for this event?
It's $10. And just so you know, for anyone that's coming, all $10 from your ticket sales goes 100% right back to the girls. So it's an amazing, even though it does cost $10 to get in, you're directly making a $10 donation to the I'm a Star pageant and club.
That's great. And then how can we find out more about your I'm a Star?
We have a website. So it's just the imastar.com. And you can always get all of our up-to-date website information about our pageant. We also do club events. This is our 6th annual year for the pageant, and it's our 3rd annual year for club events. Our club events are not limited to girls and not limited to any ages. So at all of our club events, they are free events for not only the individual with special needs, but also to include their whole entire family. So we do such events as a luau, we do dances, family movie nights. We put, last year we set the record and we had 147 individuals. We partnered with Butler County's ARC and we put them in the Butler County Christmas Parade. So we're always looking for volunteers. We always need financial support from the community. So throughout this season, not only during our pageant time, but also because of our club events, we're always in need of monetary donations. And we've been very blessed over the years to get a lot of support from Butler County.
That's great.
Yes.
So how can we help otherwise and not help with monetary, but other than maybe promotion wise?
Yes, promoting. We definitely need anybody that's willing to hang up flyers in their businesses about either our club events and or the upcoming pageant. We also are always looking for volunteers to physically help run the events. We need volunteers. I do have a few hairdressers, but we definitely need more hairdressers, people willing to help with makeup, decorating, folding the program, sending out our emails, flyers. Even throughout the year, we are always looking for volunteers. It takes a lot to put a float together for the Christmas parade.
It is an ongoing project.
Yes, it's an ongoing project, and we run solely on volunteers. So throughout the year, we are always looking for people, and you can be of any age or ability, male or female. We need everybody. So we are always looking and needing volunteers to help.
Jennifer, thank you so much for coming in and telling us about I'm a Star Pageant.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you, Butler County and Armstrong, for continuing to support the PA I'm a Star Club and the pageant.
And we will be back with our next guest in a moment. Hi, we're back with our next segment, and I'm sitting here with Kayla from the Butler Wine Festival. Kayla, thank you so much for being with us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. Okay, so how did you get involved with the Butler Wine Festival? Can you tell us about that?
Sure. So this is put on by the Butler Radio Network. It's called the Butler County Wine Festival, and it's specifically sponsored by one of our stations. We have 3 radio stations, and it's sponsored by WISR 680 AM. So it's put on by all the employees of the Butler Radio Network, and it was started as a way to celebrate WISR. I believe it was the 60th anniversary of the station being in existence. So they wanted a way to just celebrate the station, celebrate local businesses, and come together in a time of year when there's not much going on.
Right.
Especially, January, it's cold, no one wants to get outside. So that's how the event started. They did it as just a one and done thing. The first year they said, this is just going to be it. And it grew so much and there was so much potential that they kept bringing it back year after year. So this is actually the 13th year for the event. And we have more wineries than ever. They're all from Pennsylvania. We have more vendors than ever, so more shopping. And it's just a fun way to, get outside of your house and do something in January when everybody wants to stay inside and hibernate.
And can you tell us about some of the wines that are going to be showcased at this event?
Sure. As I mentioned, there's 11 wineries. 2 of them are new this year, never been to the Butler County Wine Festival. That's the Burnt Timbers Winery and the Bushy Run Winery. So they're brand new.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. And then we have 3 that have actually been with us from the very, very beginning, 13 years ago. So you can tell that they like coming back and people like having them. That's the Star Hill Vineyard and Winery, Wilhelm Winery, and the winery at Wilcox. So they're all Pennsylvania wineries. Some are, from central Pennsylvania and beyond. We have as far north as the Kane area and more localized ones as well. So you can really come, and get a sample of wine from across the state.
That's awesome. And can you tell us where the event is held?
It's at the Butler Days Inn. That's right on Route 8 in Butler Township. Tickets are $20, advanced tickets. They are $25 at the door. And if it doesn't sell out, because it does sell out a lot. So if you would like to come, we'd tell you to get it beforehand. But the $20 gets you in the door. You can visit the wineries. You get a souvenir wine glass. You get a refreshment voucher and shopping with our vendors. And we have some really great vendors this year. Anything from jewelry, skincare, accessories, home decor, gourmet food. Some places will have samples for you to taste and stuff like that. So it's a fun shopping experience as well.
Yeah, that does sound fun. Okay. Can you tell us more about how we can find out more about attending this event?
Yes. You can visit butlerradio.com. You can stop by our studios. We're at 252 Pillow Street in Butler. You can buy tickets there. Again, you can buy them online as well. And we want to give a big thanks and shout out to Deal Toyota. They're our main sponsor. It really couldn't be done without Deal and several other local businesses that come together to help us put this on. So we want to make sure we thank them as well.
Okay. And lastly, Kayla, how can people help? How can they get more involved with the wine festival?
Luckily, we don't need anybody to work it because the employees of the Butler Radio Network are doing that, which is awesome. But we do like to have a little charitable arm as part of this. And we set up a really huge basket raffle, very big basket. Some of them aren't even baskets. I think they've outgrown their basket and they're bigger. You can buy tickets to support that. And all the proceeds will go to the March of Dimes and our Butler Radio team this year. So that's a good way that you can come and have fun, but also support a good cause as well.
Kayla, thank you so much for being on our show today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Okay, thank you. And thank you. And we will be back with our next guest.
Hunger exists in every county in America. More than 1 in 5 children are at risk. Armstrong continues to create awareness in our communities through Breaking Bread, our initiative to provide resources to food pantries and soup kitchens. Here's how to help. Stop by your local Armstrong office and donate non-perishable food items. Attend special Breaking Bread events held in your area, or volunteer at your local food bank. For more information, visit us on Facebook at Armstrong One Wire. and click the Breaking Bread tab.
Hi, welcome back to the Butler Buzz. I'm sitting here with Tim from the Cupid Chase Run. Tim, thank you so much for coming on our show and telling us about the Cupid Chase.
No, thank you for having me.
How did you get involved with this organization?
I've been working in nonprofits, worked with individuals for disabilities my whole career, and I came to Community Options in 2015 as part of the Pittsburgh region. While there, I grew our Butler region, eventually split off, and each region runs its own race. So when I split from Pittsburgh, I created a Butler race.
Oh, that sounds great. Tell me some of the things that go on at your Cupid's Run.
Cupid's Chase is my organization's primary fundraiser and advocacy event. So it's really, we'd use it as a fundraiser, but a lot of it's to get the word out there of the needs of folks with disabilities. That's what we do. So there's a section of our runners that are very competitive, that are there to make their times. And there's a lot of other folks that they come out, they have a good time. With the Cupid tie-in, everyone wears a shirt with a color depending on if they're single or in a relationship. So, if you're out looking for love, you can just look and like, oh, he or she's wearing a white shirt. That means they're single.
That's a cool aspect.
Yeah.
That's fun. And where is your event held?
We actually hold it at Lake Arthur Golf Club on Isle Road in Franklin Township. So about 15 minutes from downtown Butler.
Oh, great. And then what is the date for your
February 9th.
February, right near Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. It always runs on the Saturday closest to Valentine's Day.
Okay. And what is the cost to be involved in the run?
Right now, it's $30 for registration. That increases the 40-day of race.
Okay. And then how can we find out more about Cupid's Chase?
I would say the best way is to go to cupidschase.org. Or just if you want local information, you can always call my office. It's 724-613-8133.
Okay, great. And then how can people help or get involved with your organization?
We're always looking for, sponsors, registrants, the financial aspect. But what also helps us a lot are people who just like to, assist nonprofits. Someone who's interested in 5Ks and can help us make it a better event, that just donate their time, kind of give us advice and guidance. That's a huge help to, a small growing organization here.
Tim, thank you so much for being on our show today. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you again. It's great to be here.
Thanks. And we'll be back with our next segment in just a second. Hi, thanks for joining us again. I'm Katie, and I'm sitting here with Tyler from Men Who Cook. Tyler, thanks so much for being here with us today.
Very happy to be here.
Thanks. So can you tell us about Men Who Cook? How did it get started?
Yeah, this was an event that we came up with. Actually, it's relatively new. We came up with it 3 years ago, 2016. Kind of very similar to our wine festival, if you remember that from January. Just a winter event. What can we do as a community partner to go out there and present something to the community? And so this is what we thought was a really unique idea. No one was really doing it, and we'll kind of get into what it's all about. But it's just a different winter event that brings a lot of different members of the community together.
That's great. And we need that, especially in the wintertime. Can you tell us some of the things that they do at Men Who Cook?
So this is a little bit different. We get anywhere. The finalized list has not been put together, but we're looking about 25 to 30 men who get out there and cook. And these are not like grade A chefs. They're people who are like me, who, the most we do is unwrap a package and throw it in the microwave. So we're getting out there just trying to come up with some creative, different recipes. And it's really just stationed all around. It's at the General Vagabond Center. Okay. And all the men are just stationed the whole way around the Vagabonds. And then they come in, or the crowd comes in, and they just sample the food. And so you get to vote on your favorite meal and everything like that. And there could be meals from soups, salads, appetizers, entrees, desserts, wild, crazy food that you never even thought existed. So all of that is there. And you just have an opportunity to come in and sample it and see some of these men who are maybe known in the community, maybe some who you don't know, but get an opportunity to get behind a grill or a stove or whatever they're doing and try to prepare some food.
So who are some of the people that will be coming and cooking for your event?
We got a wide range. I'm really hoping I'm not one of them. So hopefully I don't have to do any cooking. But County Commissioner Kevin Boozle will be there. BC3 President Dr. Newpower will be there. We'll also have Ray Schrickgrath from Armstrong. So one of the Armstrong guys will be down there cooking. Right. He had one heck of a gig going on last year. We'll have some of our on-air personalities. Dave Malarkey from WISR's morning show will be there. He's making some Irish soda bread. So it's sure to be a good time. Make sure you stop down out. There's such a long list, as we mentioned, 25 to 30 people.
Right.
So I'm sure you'll know somebody there from somewhere around the area that you can come down and support and maybe harass a little bit or whatever you have to do, because you are voting on these meals. So someone gets to take home the golden fork. It's our big trophy we've given out the past 2 years. So there's a lot on the line here in terms of these men. They're fighting for pride and they're hoping for your votes.
Great. So what is the cost to attend this event?
$20 pre-sale. Those tickets can be bought at the WISR Studios, 252 Pillow Street in downtown Butler, right beside Pullman Park. And you can also get them online, butlerradio.com, and you just pay via debit card that way.
Okay. And how can we find out more about Men Who Cook?
Again, on the website, butlerradio.com, you can really see what that whole event's all about. You can see some pictures of old. And another thing that I forgot to throw in there as well, in addition to all the food you get to eat, we're bringing in DJ Pat Gallagher. He's one of our hosts on our sister station, WBUT, PG's Playhouse, where we play classic country music. But he's done some DJing all around the Butler area. A lot of people know Pat Gallagher, and so he'll be there playing some music as well. That will be from 8 to 10 o'clock. The Men Who Cook tasting and sampling will be done from 6 to 8.
How can people help and be involved in Men Who Cook?
Really just show up. We really want to give back to the community, and that's what we're doing here. This is actually a benefit for St. Vincent de Paul's Food Bank. And so what we're asking people to come buy a ticket and bring a non-perishable food item. St. Vincent de Paul is looking to get spaghetti, actually in particular. So if you bring some boxes of noodles, spaghetti would be great. Drop that off at the door. That would be awesome, because the proceeds from this benefit St. Vincent de Paul and their food bank. It's a great team up, and we're also really happy to team up with Armstrong. Their Breaking Bread initiative is doing some great work in the community, because there are people who need food, maybe something that you and I don't think about, but there's somebody out there who needs some food.
Right.
And so this is going to the St. Vincent de Paul Food Bank. Armstrong's Breaking Bread initiative is a great community partner as well. And so we really like this event overall. It's a fun event. It's a good time, and it's going to a good cause.
That sounds awesome. Thank you so much, Tyler, for being on our show and telling us about Men Who Cook.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us, and we hope to see you guys there.
And we'll be back with our next segment in just a second.
What's on tonight?
Hi, welcome back. I'm sitting here with Dina Martinez from the Butler AM Rotary Carved in Ice. Thanks so much for joining us today, Dina.
Thank you, Katie.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you got involved in Carved in Ice?
Sure. I'm a member of the Butler AM Rotary, and one of our fundraising ideas that came to us from one of our members, Dick Musco, who's one of our founding members, was to have an ice festival. This will be our 4th annual ice festival.
Awesome.
So he had been at other ice festivals in the area, and we were looking to replace an event that we usually had in February. We called it our gala. So that was getting a little stale. We were looking for a new idea and something to bring more of the public in and to have an event for the public. So,
can you tell us some of the things that go on during Carved in Ice?
Sure. We bring in the DiMartino Ice Company, and they do all of our ice sculpting on site for any sculpture 4 blocks or larger. They create all of the 1-block sculptures prior to the event and bring those finished. So all day long we have ice sculpting. In addition, we have a chili cook-off, and we have 7 to 10 of our local restaurants competing for the favorite chili as the People's Choice Award. And then this year we're also going to have a secret judge award. So that's exciting. But past winners have been the Lindora Hotel, the Monroe Hotel, and also King's Family Restaurant. So we're looking to see who will win this year. We also have a brew, wine, and spirit tasting area. So we invite the local wineries, breweries, and also distilleries in to provide samples to the customers. And then also, if their licensing allows, they can sell to customers. So we have all of those events, plus we have some other things for children and also for adults, other entertainment.
That sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
And where is the event held?
Our event is located in Diamond Park in Butler, across from the courthouse. We close off the streets from Wayne Street down by Butler County Ford through Cunningham Street. So it's a 2-block area there on Main Street that's closed. And that's where we set up our food trucks and some of the vendors. And all of the ice sculpting happens in actual Diamond Park.
Okay. And then what is the cost to attend this event?
There is no cost to attend the ice sculpting. If you want to be a person that tastes our chilies, it's $5 to taste the chilies, and you get a sample from each of the restaurants there. It's also $5 if you want a sample from the brew, wine, and spirits. So it's a $5 fee to get a wristband for that. Other than that, we have some other entertainment. We're going to have some face painting, which would be a donation. We would also have the flame dancers. That's free to view the flame dancers. It's really interesting. We'll also have balloon artists, and that's free for children, so they can create a balloon especially for your child. We might have a couple other vendors that will be selling items along with the food trucks. But everything else is free.
And then how can we find out more about Carved in Ice?
The best way to see about Carved in Ice is you can visit our website. Any sponsors or any participants that want to join us can download all of the forms from www.butleramrotary.com. In addition, you can visit our event on Facebook. It's Butler AM Rotary Carved in Ice.
Okay. And then lastly, how can people help or get involved with Carved in Ice?
If you want to be a sponsor or anything, all of the information and phone numbers are on our website, and also through Facebook. Our sponsorship pages are there. Anybody that's looking to volunteer to help for the event, just call the number. We can set them up with volunteering. And again, our event is held on February 23rd this year, 2019. The event is from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
So Dina, Butler AM Rotary does so much for the community. Can you tell us a little bit more about the events and projects that you've hosted for us?
Sure. Butler AM Rotary has a special mission to help children in our community. We try to help children in our community, both locally and internationally. One of the projects that we worked on for 2018 and will continue into 2019 is the Save the Playground project. We are redoing the playground at Butler Memorial Park. Phase 1 was completed in October of 2018. So we're fundraising more money to finish the other section in 2019, and also to leave a legacy that will maintain the playground for future years. In addition, we help multiple groups and charities throughout Butler County. But one of our special projects is the Kids Weekend Backpack Program that was started at McQuestion School and now has spread throughout the Butler area school district. So they are one of our special projects that we enjoy helping. But we also help multiple other charities in Butler County. We have a special place for the Butler County Autism Society. And we also helped over $100,000 in a 5-year period with the Community Health Clinic.
Wow, that's impressive.
Thank you.
Dina, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me, Katie.
And thank you for joining us on the Butler Buzz. We will see you next time.